Sheriff, Michael Myers has escaped.
What are we gonna do? Cancel Halloween?
Welcome back to the Real Screen Team. I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm back with my partner in crime, Christopher Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
And we finished My Expert in Novice with the 2018 Halloween movie, the sequel to the 1987 version of Halloween. Which technically is Halloween 2 now in this continuity.
Yeah, even though we already have a Halloween 2, but that film is no longer canonical. So now, with Halloween, we now have Halloween.
Mm-hmm. I thought that they should have just put Halloween Returns on
True,
there. Yeah.
true. That would have been a good idea instead of confusing everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, making it this the third Halloween with the third Halloween thing because of Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Which we will never talk about. Unless if at some point we get recommendations through, Patreon and other things.
Mm-hmm. But I'll give us the overview.
Yeah, by all means.
Halloween is a 2018 slasher film directed by David Gordon Green and written by Green, Jeff Bradley, and Danny McBride. It is the 11th installment in the Halloween film series and a direct sequel to the 1978 film of the same name, retconning the series and making all previous sequels non-canon. The film stars Jamie Lee Curtis and Nick Castle, who reprise their respective roles as Laurie Strode and Michael Myers, maskless, while stuntman James Jude Courtney portrays Michael Myers in The Mask. You want me to go into the summary?
Well, yeah, by all means, by all means.
A post-traumatic Laurie Strode prepares to face Michael Myers in a final showdown on a Halloween night 40 years after she survived his killing spree. So what do you think of the movie when I showed you this movie?
I thought it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely liked this different type of look into the franchise of seeing what happened to everyone after the events of the first film and seeing how much it affected them and how much it kind of affected the world. And I think it was definitely smart how they went about with Laurie Strode. It would make all the sense in the world that the PTSD was definitely ingrained in her after that. And the fact of she decided to be smart and learn how to defend herself.
Yeah. Hardcore
defend herself.
Yeah.
Because she knew what this man is capable of. She saw this man get shot 6 or 7 times, and he still got back up.
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to have to use something a bit more heavy duty or a bit more, bit more tactical in trying to stop him.
Yep. Speaking of Laurie Strode, let's talk about Jamie Lee Curtis's performance.
Well, she was fantastic.
Yep, she was.
You definitely understood, the method to her madness on she needs to make sure to stop this man. She's essentially adopted the same outlook Dr. Loomis had. That
she essentially became the new Loomis.
Yeah. Where essentially there's nothing you can do to stop this man. You're going to have to kill him.
Yeah.
You're going to have to kill him.
Even being interviewed by the podcasters.
Yeah.
Asking, you were fascinated about Michael Myers.
And you could definitely see the pain and and suffering that she was going through with explaining how everything that happened and how it affected the rest of her life.
Yep.
Jamie Lee Curtis did fantastic. And plus, with a woman that has definitely aged gracefully, they actually had to go out of their way to make her look older than what she tends to usually look like, which I find very interesting.
But then we also found out she has family. She has a daughter, which is also in the continuity, her third retcon child that she's had. Because she's had Daniel Harris in Halloween 4 through 6. But they never really interacted because Jamie Lee Curtis's character was dead by that time. In that continuity. Josh Hartnett in the Halloween H2O continuity. And now a daughter again, only played by Judy Greer.
Yeah. Karen Nelson.
Yep, and she's kind of my least favorite characters in this movie.
What were they thinking in naming her Karen? Because she was exactly acting like a Karen. Until things started getting real. Then I was actually okay with her. But when she did not heed the warnings, just like everyone else in the first one, look what happened.
Yep.
Look what happened.
Yep, along with when Laurie's trying to tell her that Michael Myers is escaping, she's not trying to listen to her until all of a sudden the police show up. And then you listen.
Yeah. After people have already died. People are dead. Gruesomely. Cold-bloodedly killed. And it took you until now to figure out, maybe she was telling the truth. Oh, maybe this should be something that we worry about because, he's still out for her blood. And that means he's going to be after you too.
And then the only sane sheriff, Will Patton.
Ah, yes, Will Patton.
Coach
Coach Yost!
As Frank Hawkins. The only other person other than Laurie who knew you'd have to kill Michael Myers.
Yeah, because apparently, do we actually get to see this in the next film? Of him being a part of the group that caught Michael?
Yeah, that's what they said what happened off screen.
He knows. He knows.
He might have hung around with Loomis a little bit. There. Yep. Although sadly he has limited screen time when another character supposedly takes him out.
Yeah. Though fortunately he did survive. So yes, more Coach Yost in Halloween Kills.
Yep. Spoiler alert on that one. Who thought he got killed in Halloween 2018? Nope. Hawkins survived that encounter somehow, especially getting run over.
What, you really think you can take out Coach Yost that easily?
Then there's her.
Remember the Titans, man.
Yeah. Then there's Andy Matchek as Allison, her Laurie's granddaughter. She's sort of the middleman between her and her mother.
Yeah, and I actually like her.
Yeah. She was pretty good in the movie with all the. I think she had the most post-traumatic stress, basically, with dealing with Sartain and Michael.
Yeah. I think, and seeing as though she, in some semblance, understands her grandmother.
Yeah.
Compared to her mom, which I understand why Karen is the way she is. I mean, how would you feel being a young child learning how to wield a shotgun just in case if a crazed agent of chaos is trying to break into your home and kill you without any sort of explanation on why? I can kind of get it, but at least Allison understands that, yeah, this was some serious stuff.
Yeah.
And she at least still wants to have a relationship with her grandmother.
Yep.
Because she knows her grandmother cares.
Yep. And speaking of the evil is Michael Myers. Nick Castle returns for the first time in the franchise. Because there have been many Michael Myers in other movies. But this is his first time back in a long time. And he did pretty well for mainly the side scenes.
Yeah.
Maskless, yep.
Yeah, he definitely did a good job. And the fact that when we don't see Michael in the mask, that is him.
Mm-hmm.
And when we do hear the breathing, that is still him.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely a good idea to bring him back.
Yeah.
To do this, because I mean, if you want it to really be authentic, get the guy who did it first.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other hand, we have James Jude Courtney.
Mm-hmm. He did all the physical stuff as Michael.
Yeah, while wearing the mask, and that man was fantastic.
And yeah, you could see that Michael uses his hands to go push people because of him being 60 years old there.
And plus, on top of it, I have to give James Jude Courtney all the credit in the world, because based on the continuity that we have, Michael is blind in one eye.
Yeah.
So to make things authentic, they actually had to make the mask in a way that he could only see through one eye.
Mm-hmm.
And that man was doing a lot of physical stunts with only one eye to be able to see and do things. Mm-hmm. Gotta give him all the credit in the world. Just incredible and crazy.
And let's talk about the other evil guy. Dr. Sartan, played by Alec Billinger.
Yes.
Yep. Yep, he was a very interesting, the opposite of Loomis.
Yeah. Dr. Sartain was more on the side of, instead of how his mentor thought of, oh no, this man is evil, there's no way in trying to study him or understand him, he's just evil incarnate, take him out. He's like, ooh, I wonder what these things could do to properly see where Michael will react in such a manner. Yeah, he's really treating this like a science experiment. He's using people's lives as a science experiment. And in a weird way, he gets a sick satisfaction out of seeing this.
Yep, he even wears the Michael Myers mask at one point.
Yeah.
After supposedly killing Hawkins. Supposedly.
Yeah, stabbed him in the neck.
Yeah. Yep. And he was the one who let Michael out.
Yeah. Just doing dumb stuff.
Yeah, Michael would have gone to prison if it wasn't for Sartain in the way.
Yeah, just ruined it for everyone.
Including himself, because he gets himself killed by the guy.
Yeah, and we're gonna go into that with talking about certain things.
Yep, and then
so we'll put a pin in that.
Speaking of people wanting Michael to talk, was the podcasters themselves, Aaron and Dana, played by Reese and Jefferson Hall.
They did a good job with what. Could you say what little they were in the film?
Yeah, and they were terrible podcasters.
Yes.
Why are you recording while you're outside or when you're on the vehicle? You should do it like in a studio.
I guess it would have made more sense if they were doing a vlog.
Yeah.
It would have made more sense rather than a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It should have been a vlog.
Yep. Yep, and they were also trying to get Michael to speak.
Yeah, which, when you know this, When you know the first time this guy got out and did things, it was 15 years since he had talked. Now you add an additional 40. Are you really sure this man is going to talk now?
No.
No.
Along with trying to go to him with his mask.
Why would you do that?
From 40 years ago.
No. Don't show him the thing that he uses to feel like the boogeyman. Don't do that. See, that's why you ended up being a part of the kill count.
Yep. From an homage to Halloween H2O, only deadlier.
Yeah.
Then there's Karen's husband, Toby Huss, as Ray Nelson. His only good line was, "I think I got peanut butter on my penis."
I don't know what was up with that dude. I don't know what was up with him. But, I mean, he was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was more of the comedic nice guy. He didn't take anything seriously up until his death.
Yeah. See, that's what happened when you associate with Strodes. Tread carefully. It may not end well nice for you.
Yeah. Then let's talk about the other one of Allison's posse now. Virginia Gardner as Vicky. She was pretty good.
Yeah. I actually feel kind of heartbroken for her because, I mean, she wasn't doing anything bad.
Yep.
Just living her life.
Although she could have picked a better boyfriend than Dave.
Yeah.
The guy who we should have seen die. Instead, he get it to off-screen death.
He didn't even matter enough to get an on-screen killing. I mean, at least in the first one, everybody, despite what major or little importance they had, we saw them get taken out.
Yeah, Bob from the first one got taken out as a chandelier. Although he does get the chandelier part the other way around.
Yeah.
The reverse, yeah.
Oof.
With 2 knives.
Oof.
Yeah, although Vicky was pretty good, especially whenever her interaction with the guy who she was babysitting, the kid she was babysitting.
Oh, yes. Jimbrel Nantambu as Julian Morrissey. That kid was amazing.
Yep, their interactions were really good.
Yes.
Before Dave and Michael showed up.
That kid was hilarious. And he thought just like how a lot of us would think about situations such as what babysitters be doing after they put you to bed, and also when crazy stuff is going down. I'm still wondering if this kid is still running to this day. He got out the house safely. Is he still running?
Hopefully they mention him in this upcoming movie since it takes place the same night.
Yeah, I want to know what happened with this kid, because this kid, I would love like a whole show or movie just of this kid reacting to things.
I wouldn't mind him in it. If they do a new continuity, just have him in there.
Hey, I'd be up for it. I mean, hey.
Just make it a sequel to 2018 if you do have a new reboot the continuity again.
I'd be up for it. It's just like the kid from Friday the 13th Part 5. I'd like to see him do stuff.
Yeah. Then there's Allison's boyfriend, Cameron. Who cheated on her at the Halloween dance.
No wonder this kid is related to Lonnie.
Who we forgot to mention from the 78 movie.
Yeah, the kid who was picking on Tommy in the first film. No wonder this kid, Cameron, is the son of that jerk.
Yeah, and we get to see him and his father in this upcoming movie.
Is he still a jerk?
We'll see. We'll see. And he survives, surprisingly.
Yeah, because he kind of gets written out of the film after the Halloween dance.
Yeah, but there's a lead scene where he gets arrested, but I guess because of the time they cut it out, so we never really get an explanation. He just disappears after.
I mean, why do we need to care about him? You know,
like we need to care about same as we need to care about Dave, played by Miles Robbins, guy whose only thing was to mention the retcon of Laurie and Michael not being related anymore from there when they were talking.
Yeah. And then, on talking about other jerks, Oscar.
The one who tried to kiss Allison after Cameron cheated on her.
Yeah. I guess douchebaggery needs company.
Yeah.
Because while Cameron is more on the chill, cool side of jerk, he's more on the over-the-top, class clown side of jerk.
Yep. And then, speaking of jerks, Sheriff Barker, who didn't think Michael Myers was much of a threat when he escaped.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
That's
You have this job of protecting and serving the people. And you didn't think that maybe the crazed individual that you remembered, this man killed 5 people?
Yeah.
In this town 40 years ago, and he escaped with intentions of coming back.
Yep.
And you didn't take this seriously.
His only joke is, what should we do? Cancel Halloween? Which is also homage, which we're going to talk about all the homages when we talk about the good.
Yeah.
We've already talked about Jamie Lee Curtis's acting, but the music, we get a triple composer. John Carpenter's back, the return of the prodigal father.
Yeah.
Because the prodigal son also joins him, Cody Carpenter.
Yeah, interestingly enough. I kind of have this thought that, when Michael's doing this thing, John Carpenter is just following him playing the music. Mm-hmm. But the music is fantastic.
And Daniel Davies is the other one.
Yeah, they actually did kind of a little bit of kind of a remix with some of the different scores that when Michael's doing his thing.
Yep.
It was really good.
Yep. And the kills were much more extreme.
Oh, yeah.
Like we said before, Dave's gets a double kill.
Michael was brutal.
Sartan gets his head smashed in from Michael.
He got curb stomped.
Mm-hmm.
Face side curb stomped.
Yep.
And
Oscar gets...
Oh, he got impaled on the
gates.
On the freaking gate.
Yep. And then, of course, Dana gets strangled. Aaron gets beat the hell out of him.
Yeah. One of the officers literally got his entire head hollowed out and turned into a jack-o'-lantern. Mm-hmm. 1, how did Michael do that? 2, how did he know how to do this? And 3, why did he decide to make presentations out of his kills? This isn't the only time he does presentations. Mm-hmm. I mean, what? Was it Vicky that he hit under the sheet?
Yeah.
What is it? Apparently he has some sick sense of humor in doing these things. So, yeah, apparently the Agent of Chaos does get his jollies out of causing pain.
Yeah. Then Nick Castle's return. Like we said, this was his first time back since the original, since we've had so many other people playing Michael Myers, with the hit or miss of their ability, give or take.
Yeah, and you definitely felt the uneasiness.
Yeah.
When he is there.
Yeah.
You knew that, oh no, this is the real deal. This is Michael Myers.
Yep. Then the story was pretty good. We've already talked about the other parts of it.
Yeah. And the fact that this time Laurie is out to get the killer. The killer ain't out to get her. She's out to get him. And my God, the fight between them.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. This is kind of what the fight they did for H2O, only a lot better in this one.
Yes.
Yep. And like I said, they do homages to not just the first film, but the other non-canon sequels. Like they mentioned the brother-sister bit, which are no longer canon, so...
Yeah.
So Michael's just attacking Laurie mainly because D'Artagnan was taking him to go see Laurie anyway. Pretty much, because he was just killing random people. It wasn't after Laurie until all of a sudden D'Artagnan decides to go take him.
Yeah, yeah. The minute he gets the mask and he reaches Haddonfield, he's just looking around in the sense of, oh boy, here I go killing again.
Yep, and then
who's gonna be first?
We get homages to even Halloween 3 with those masks. Halloween 6 with saying Halloween's canceled, and because in that continuity, Halloween was canceled for like 6 years in that continuity.
Yeah, because they knew what they were dealing with.
And then, of course, Michael not killing the baby was also an in-joke on him trying to kill the baby in Halloween 6 also.
See, he's an absolute monster, but he's not that much of an absolute monster.
Yeah. But I do like...
I mean, apparently if you're like a preteen or teenage kid, oh no, you're going to get taken out. I feel bad for that kid. All he wanted to do was just do ballet.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to him because his father didn't listen and stay in the car.
Yeah. And did another homage with that death also, of Annie's death.
Yeah.
That kid, yeah. And then, let's talk about the bad, like the jump scares. Again, the pointless jump scares.
Yeah, but again, this is kind of a common thing with all horror movies at this point.
Yeah.
You know, the fake out jump scares.
Yep. And then, Judy Greer's acting. Oh, God. Sometimes she sounded like she wasn't taking it really serious. She was just reading lines.
Yeah, sometimes she felt like she was phoning it in.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't until things started to get serious that you could tell that her acting was really on point.
Yeah.
But yeah, early on...
Especially when she saw her daughter about her backstory with Laurie and stuff. It just sounded like she didn't really care about the backstory at all she was telling.
Yeah, it almost felt like someone was holding cue cards off camera for her to follow.
Yeah, but other than that, it was yes, like we said, dying early. Aaron and Dana, they were
all the trailers and whatnot made it seem like they were going to be much more important than what they were.
Yep.
I mean, they were important, but well, they just didn't get to live long enough.
And Dr. Sartain being evil, the revelation was kind of pointless because he gets killed off by Michael.
I mean, I somewhat understand that some people would be enthralled and definitely interested in seeing what an individual like Michael would do based on certain circumstances, but still, dude, you're using people's lives for the scientific method. And it didn't end well for you or anyone else.
Yep. He didn't even say anything. And then some of the jokes weren't funny. Peanut butter on my penis.
Okay, that one was at least a little bit funny.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, just the way he just said it out of the blue.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give that one.
Yeah, but there were some other jokes.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't. That's why I didn't feel too bad about Oscar getting taken out.
Yeah.
Seeing as though he was the other comedic relief.
Yeah. Well, both comedic reliefs get taken out.
Yeah. But isn't that usually the way things go in slasher films?
Yeah. Then
there's always the jerk. There's the comedic relief. There are the promiscuous individuals. And then there is the virgin that survives that has to take out the main villain.
Yeah. But we should actually talk about our scores.
Yes.
You should go first.
For me?
Yep.
I give this an 8 out of 10. This was actually really good. This is what I wanted the first film to be.
Yeah.
You know, I guess minus the whole Laurie being gung-ho in trying to take him out because, well, that needs to be for the sequel.
Yep.
But as far as the brutality and everything, that's what I wanted in the first film. This was fantastic. And I think this definitely stands head and shoulders next to the first one.
But I give this a 9 out of 10.
Oh.
Yep, it's a lot better than the 78 one with all... The story was great. Like we said, Jamie Lee Curtis. I like the homages to the non-canon movies that you've never seen.
But I still got them, you know, and it was cool to see them make reference to those.
Yep. So I give this a slightly higher score, but we'll see when we see Halloween Kills.
Yeah, and hopefully someone makes a reference to what Busta Rhymes says in one of the later films. I want to see that happen.
Yep. But if you agree with our scores, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, The Real Screen Team. Like, comment, definitely subscribe. We're getting close to 100 here.
Yes.
We really need that live stream.
Yes, we really want to do this. Especially since of kind of giving a bit of the backstory on why we're doing this, you know. Like to answer some questions and whatnot, and also explain how we're going to go about doing more viewer suggestions.
Yep.
You know, we're still trying to figure it out.
Yep.
You know, do we want to do them now? Do we want to do it more when Patreon becomes a thing? You know, have you know, an interaction with the audience.
Yep. But the next movie we're seeing is Halloween Kills. We're seeing it this week.
Yeah.
Which you won't see a reaction until like 3 weeks from now, but give or take.
Oh, it's not going to be that long, man. It's not going to be that long. But hey, Cinema to the Sofa is back. We're finally getting the opportunity to review new movies. That's been a long time coming now, hasn't it?
Yep.
And also, should we also let them know about what we're doing next, or should we wait?
We should wait till after Halloween Kills for that one.
Okay.
I'll roll us out. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. It really means a lot to us. Thank you all. Let's fade to black.